Welcome to Galaxy Stories, where every tale takes you to the farthest corners of imagination and beyond. Step into a boundless universe where each story unfolds like a new star, waiting to ignite your curiosity and wonder. From ancient mysteries to futuristic adventures, our stories will transport you to realms you've never dreamed of. So relax, let your mind wander, and join us on an unforgettable journey among the stars, where the cosmos itself becomes your canvas. If you like the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Your subscription is my biggest motivation to bring you through every galaxy story. Adrian Harris sat in the cockpit of the spaceship, gazing at the vast universe outside. The boundless, starry sky resembled a serene painting, with only occasional twinkles of starlight. His eyes narrowed slightly as he skillfully operated the controls. This was a routine interstellar patrol mission, maintaining space station equipment and inspecting ancient probes hidden among countless galaxies. Everything was proceeding methodically. However, an unexpected anomaly broke the tranquility. The navigation system emitted a series of urgent alarms, displaying coordinates of an unknown space station. The signal was strong and mysterious, as if some ancient force was whispering. Adrian frowned, his fingers gently brushing over the display screen. He carefully compared the current star maps, but no matter how he searched, he couldn't find any trace of the station. This space station did not exist in their records. It was as if a part of the universe had disappeared and suddenly reappeared. A surge of intense curiosity filled Adrian's heart, and he quickly decided to deviate from the original course. Selma Goss, a mechanical genius accompanying him on the mission, had already sensed something unusual. She turned around, her eyes shining with a mix of excitement and caution. "This is too strange, Adrian. We need to be careful." As they finally approached the unknown space station, the sight before them left Adrian stunned. The exterior of the station was marked by the passage of time, its surface covered in cracks, and the steel structure appeared to have been pulled by some immense force. The size of the station exceeded their imagination, and its irregular shape was completely different from typical interstellar architecture, resembling some inexplicable geometric structure. Adrian and Selma passed through the dilapidated entrance, stepping into the ancient space station. The air inside was stale and cool, filled with an indescribable mist. The walls were engraved with intricate symbols, resembling ancient scripts. These symbols glowed faintly, as if they had a life of their own, subtly shifting with each of their steps. Some of the patterns were incomprehensible to Adrian, while others seemed to be warnings, advising intruders not to touch recklessly. As they delved deeper, various devices inside the station appeared semi-functional, with screens occasionally flickering with incoherent data. These data presented strange scientific principles, entirely beyond Adrian's knowledge. The compartments housed long unused equipment, with dust and rust occupying every corner. Yet, in some areas, the devices oddly emitted faint energy waves, as if parts of the station were still waiting for someone to activate them. Adrian felt a growing sense of unease. He could clearly sense that something undiscovered was hidden here. This space station was not merely abandoned. Some invisible force was lurking, waiting for someone to uncover its secrets. Adrian and Selma navigated through the narrow corridors of the space station, arriving at a sealed door. Unlike the other worn-out doors, this one was intricately designed, seemingly crafted to protect something of utmost importance. Selma carefully examined the symbols and mechanical devices on the door before softly saying to Adrian, "This door appears to safeguard a core area, possibly where all the data is stored." Adrian nodded, a sense of foreboding rising within him. As they successfully unlocked the door and entered, they found themselves in the core area of the space station. Before them lay a massive database with walls filled with high-tech storage devices. Thousands of files were archived within, resembling ancient messages yet to be decoded. Each file seemed like a dormant enigma, waiting to be unraveled. Selma began manipulating the data interface, retrieving files one by one. With each decoded piece of data, they gradually uncovered the truth behind the space station. The initial files appeared ordinary, but as they delved deeper, they discovered technology vastly different from known interstellar civilizations. The data clearly indicated that this station was not built by a typical interstellar civilization, but was the creation of a mysterious figure known as the Creator. This creator possessed highly advanced technology, capable of manipulating time and space. His research transcended the boundaries of physics, allowing traversal through multi-dimensional spaces and manipulation of the universe's fundamental structures. Selma's eyes widened as she scrolled through a particular file, uncovering a strange device hidden deep within the database. This device seemed designed to conceal and control these records, capable of keeping them sealed even after the space station system rebooted. She integrated the device's data into the main system, and the screen immediately displayed a complex series of numbers and symbols, pointing to an as-yet activated plan. Adrian approached Selma, asking softly, "What kind of data is this? It looks like something that shouldn't be revealed." Selma hesitated, her hand hovering mid-air as if struggling with whether to proceed. Her voice trembled slightly. "Adrian, these files suggest that the Creator's plan wasn't just about technological breakthroughs. The true purpose of this space station is to control the flow of time in the universe, creating a structure that could alter the fate of the entire cosmos." Adrian's unease grew stronger upon hearing this. A sense of overwhelming pressure filled him, as if these hidden secrets were never meant to be uncovered. The knowledge and power within these files seemed far beyond their comprehension. He noticed Selma's expression. Her eyes were filled with shock and fear. This space station, it turned out, was not merely an abandoned relic, but a part of the Creator's grand plan, a plan concerning the future of the entire universe. As they continued to investigate, more astonishing discoveries unfolded. Every device and piece of data within the station revealed the immense power contained within. Adrian increasingly realized that this power was not just technological. It involved control over life and death, time and space. Such power, if fallen into the wrong hands, could lead to unimaginable catastrophe. Selma turned to him, her voice steady but tinged with fear. "We can't let this data fall into anyone's hands. This is far beyond our understanding." Her tone was firm, yet filled with apprehension. Adrian took a deep breath, silently resolving that no matter how tempting these secrets were, they must handle them with utmost caution. The deeper they delved, the more they felt the immense power hidden within this space station. The true purpose of this power, however, remained an unsolved mystery as Adrian and Selma delved deeper into the core area of the space station. They inadvertently triggered a hidden alarm system. Suddenly, the entire station's interior lights switched to red, accompanied by a piercing alarm. This abrupt change immediately heightened their alertness, their heart rates accelerating. The surrounding walls began to tremble, and the metallic structure of the station emitted ominous sounds. Adrian instinctively placed his hand on his weapon, his eyes scanning their surroundings warily. "Selma, what's happening?" Adrian asked. Selma quickly operated her portable device, checking the station system. Her expression grew grim as she replied, "This alarm system isn't just a standard defense setup. It appears designed to protect some extremely important data or device. Once triggered, it activates the station's defensive mechanisms." As they prepared to continue their investigation, a sudden wireless signal broke the silence of the station. Adrian heard a cold, mechanical voice. "Warning, external forces approaching." The two exchanged startled glances, a sense of foreboding rising within them. They hurried to the observation window, only to be horrified by the sight of a hostile warship rapidly approaching the station. The warship's sleek and menacing design was illuminated by the red glow of its weaponry lock, clearly preparing for an attack. "They're here to seize the station's secrets," Adrian muttered through gritted teeth, fully aware that this would spark an unprecedented conflict. As the alarm continued to echo throughout the space station, Adrian and Selma's tension grew. The external communication screen flickered with red warning signals, and the silhouettes of enemy ships gradually appeared within the station's view. The fleet's rough and menacing exterior was covered in thick protective armor, with a sharp bow that gleamed coldly. Their weapon systems were unmistakable, capable of piercing through most interstellar defenses, presenting a formidable challenge for Adrian and Selma. Selma furrowed her brows, her tone resolute. "They're here to seize the secrets of this space station. We can't let it fall into their hands." Under Selma's direction, Adrian swiftly operated the console, observing the enemy ships adjusting their attack formation, clearly preparing for a more powerful assault. Suddenly, a dazzling energy beam shot out from the enemy ship's main cannon, striking the space station's shield. The powerful shockwave made the station's structure emit a thunderous roar. In a flash of light, all the equipment inside the cabin lit up, and the deafening explosion almost shattered their eardrums. Adrian lunged forward, gripping the control sticks tightly, his heart pounding. The intense firelight blurred his vision, and he could feel the shield constantly under attack, the damage intensifying. The cabin was in chaos, with displays continually showing the shield's pressure data and imminent collapse warnings. "The energy shield is about to collapse." Selma's voice carried a hint of anxiety. Taking a deep breath, Adrian quickly activated the station's counterattack system. A bright laser shot from the station's energy turret, striking the enemy ship's flank. The resulting explosion caused the ship to shake violently, forcing it to retreat temporarily. However, the enemy didn't withdraw. Instead, more powerful warships in the fleet intensified their assault, launching even more destructive weapons. Energy beams rained down like a meteor shower on the station, the light tearing through the dark cosmos. The deafening explosions reverberated through the cabin, Adrian's fingers danced rapidly on the control sticks, each press unleashing the station's counterattacks. Yet, the enemies grew increasingly fierce, showing no mercy. "We can't let this power fall into their hands," Adrian said, his gaze burning with determination. His heartbeat steadied, but he knew this battle would decide the station's fate. If the enemy breached their defenses, the station's hidden secrets would be revealed, leading to unforeseeable consequences. Selma's fingers deftly moved across the console, bringing up the internal structural diagram of the station on the screen. She quickly adjusted the energy reactors, attempting to stabilize the shield's energy distribution. "We need time to reinforce the defenses, or we won't withstand the next wave of attacks." Adrian gripped the control sticks firmly, eyes fixed on the unfolding battle outside, feeling the oppressive force bearing down. The space station was in unprecedented danger, and every ounce of counterattack power they wielded could be the key to their survival. In the core area of the space station, Adrian and Selma stood before a massive and intricate device, gazing at what was once an initiative full of limitless potential. The device flickered with faint blue light, resembling a pulsating heart that powered the entire energy system of the station, while concealing countless unknown forces within it. "If we don't destroy it, these powers could be used to shatter the balance of the entire universe," Adrian whispered, his tone filled with deep resolve. Selma looked at him and nodded slowly. "We have no other choice. This is the only way." They quickly set their plan into motion. Selma used her technical expertise to begin decoding the core system's protective protocols. Adrian kept a vigilant eye on their surroundings, anticipating any potential surprises. The atmosphere was tense, and time seemed to slow down, with every second feeling like an endless ordeal. As the final program was unlocked, the core device began to hum with a deep resonance, and the entire space station began to tremble. Adrian placed his hand on the console, took a deep breath, and resolutely pressed the button to initiate the destruction sequence. A blinding white light filled the entire core area in an instant, and vast surges of energy flowed through the system, as though the station's entire history was being absorbed into the chaotic power. "Move!" Adrian shouted, grabbing Selma's arm as they quickly evacuated the core area, running through narrow corridors. Behind them, the metal structure of the station began to collapse, with sparks flying and the air thick with tension. Their heartbeats synced with the tremors of the station, urging them to move faster, desperate to escape the miracle that was about to vanish. Finally, they reached the docking bay of their ship and quickly boarded. Adrian immediately activated the takeoff sequence. The ship ascended rapidly, and as they looked through the porthole, they saw the space station behind them. The once majestic structure was gradually swallowed by the darkness of the cosmos, eventually fading into a faint pinpoint of light, disappearing into the vast emptiness of space. Adrian let out a long sigh, turning to Selma. His eyes were filled with complex emotions. "We did what had to be done, but is it really over?" Selma pondered for a moment, then softly replied, "Maybe it's over for us, but the story of the universe is far from finished." The spaceship sailed silently through the cosmos. Adrian glanced back at the dark void of space, his mind filled with awe and regret for the creators. This exploration not only changed their fate, but it would forever be etched in their memories. the universe continued to drift in the unknown flow of time, full of infinite possibilities. Adrian and Selma were returning home, but they knew that the secrets revealed during their journey would forever alter their understanding of the cosmos. The true fate of the universe remained an unsolved mystery, known only to the stars.